YouTube, what is up? Welcome to the video. Day after Christmas. First off, hope everyone had a freaking awesome Christmas. Hope it was a good time. Hope you're enjoying the holidays. Have a good New Year's and everything. Getting ready for this lift. Sipping on the goat flavor right here, razzleberry. But got an upper body lift today. Full upper body session. That's kind of what I've been going back to. So I love full upper bodies days. I personally, upper lower is probably my favorite split. Right now, my split's a little weird, or not weird, it's more individualized to me where I'm doing an upper lower, repeated 3 times throughout the week. So I go lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper for 6 days. It's kind of been fun, like spreading the volume out a little more, as opposed to just doing 2 leg days and like a push pull full upper. I just get a little more volume spread out because I love volume. So I like doing a lot, but I also feel like if I do, usually when I do 3 movements for 1 muscle, I feel like I'm just over fatigued, so 2 is like the perfect amount for me. So I get like 2 chest today, 2 back, a shoulder, lateral delt, and then a bicep, tricep, and I've been liking that. And then I have a higher frequency, so I can hit everything 3 times. But hey, as I always say, splits are individualized to you, whatever your training goals are. Right now, my main goal is strength, my bench, my squat, my clean, and then hypertrophy, and playing around with stuff, and that's. All right, might have jinxed myself a little bit by saying it shouldn't be too bad because just finished the 3rd set, barely got 3 on that one. Was doing 330, dropping it to 325, which is literally just a 5-pound drop, which isn't huge, but my chest is blown up. My chest gets so blown up. I don't know if you guys are like me where I can do a set of 3 and man, I got a pump going, so I have to rest so much in between to wait for it to go down, especially when I'm doing like strength work on bench, but drop it a little bit. It's like a percentage, so still in that same realm, but get these last 2. Sets of 3, my chest is blown up, so I don't know if you guys are like me, but bench just blows me up every time I do it. So, but hey, we got through it, we got the reps in. Now we're gonna go barbell row here. With the rows I've been trying to, I don't know, something with barbell rows, I always go through phases where like I progressively build up and then I always like go a little too heavy, and then I feel like I'm using a little bit too much body English, so then I knock it back down. I kind of go through that ebb and flow where it's like I build it up, oh, it's a little too heavy, come back down, build up. So I'm trying to be a little more strict with these. Now, using a little body English with a barbell row I think is really fine. I think the biggest thing is just making sure you get that full stretch at the bottom, almost trying to touch the ground, and then think about pulling towards your belly button, and then instead of thinking about crashing, really think about pulling back. So I think I'm gonna be better at that on this because I did it last week with a little more, like, dropped the weight a little bit, like 20 pounds, and I felt it so much in my lats. So let's get into it. All right, that first set felt amazing. So if you're kind of like me and you struggle with barbell rows, like, you know, I ego lift, you know, sometimes with rows I get too heavy and then I just don't feel it, but my muscle connection is real. So all I think now on these is just like pulling towards my belly button, I think squeezing and almost trying to pause for a second. Now, if you watch the video, it's probably not even cool to tell if it's a pause, but really squeezing, think about pausing, half a second to a second. And then that stretch at the bottom, controlled on the way down, don't just drop, really control it and literally try to hover right above the ground. You could go from a deficit 2 to really get a deeper stretch on there, but man, since I've been doing that and just focusing on really controlling on the way down, golly, it blows up my back, So obviously I'm rising a little bit as I'm rowing, which is fine. because I've definitely gotten sometimes where I'm just like hitching and throwing it all the way around. So I think the biggest thing is like, you know, you can toss around some heavy weight on this. You don't have to have like where you don't move an inch, where you're just locked in. Use a little bit of body English. Obviously have standards, but if you feel and you think about pausing at the top, because also by thinking about pausing at the top, it kind of limits how much weight I can use. It's probably like, you know, I'd probably use 10 to 20 pounds lighter than I would, but it really allows me to really connect with the muscle, and then it allows me to get that control lowering. So that control lowering is key there. But 4 sets here, yeah, heavy barbell rows are your friend. All right, on the next, so I like going, because I get asked a lot, like we're doing upper body, we're doing a chest back. I like alternating between, especially with strength, because I'll do a chest, obviously a bench, and then I'll do a back with that barbell row, and then I'll go back to chest and do a dumbbell incline bench now, and I'll go back to back, I'll do a lat pull down. So you could do it either way. You could do both your chest pieces or all your chest work, then all your back work. That would probably be better if you wanted more hypertrophy focus, you wanted a better pump, because you know, you get the mind muscle connection with exercise, you keep hammering it, and then you go to the next movement. The alternating is fun to do because you can obviously rest in between. So I hit my chest with bench. Now that's not hypertrophy, I'm hitting more for strength. And I hit my back and I come back and go back. So you get a little more rest in between. Could be more advantageous for strength. So maybe if you did 2 days like that, maybe if one's more of a strength focus, you alternate in between so you get a little more rest. So you're able to hit the numbers. And maybe the second time, maybe it's more a hypertrophy focus. Maybe you do all your back work, then all your chest work, or all your chest work, then all your back work. It's a million ways to do it, but I like the alternating because the rest in between kind of does help. But then also, again, I like going back to back sometimes because you get a bigger pump. So it's kind of just whatever you feel like, but either one can work. All right, incline press. I did 3 sets, 6 to 8. Blew me up. Absolutely blew me up. It was awesome. Now I'm doing this lat pull down. This one's a little unique, whereas like individual attachments. But I'm just doing, I just doubled up and did a straight bar. But I like the resistance on this sucker's nice. But I'm actually using straps on these. Again, big fan of straps. I love me some straps. I actually usually do a neutral grip lat pull down, but didn't have it or couldn't fit on there, so I'm going to overhand. It's good to mix it up sometimes. I forgot how good overhand feels. It feels really good, especially when your grip's not giving out. So yeah, I'll go 3 sets, like 8 to 10 here. Again, exercise number 5, so did the chest back, did my main strength work with the bench, barbell rows, and then the accessory stuff with the incline press, pull downs. Now I'm gonna finish with shoulders and arms. So I've been trying to hit my lateral delts and my biceps, triceps 3 times a week. Just higher frequency and just doing 3 to 4 sets 3 times a week for a total of like 10 working sets. And we'll see. I hope it helps because for the longest time I neglected my arms. All I did was just pushing and pulling work. So doing more isolation's been fun. It's fun as hell to do, and the higher frequency, it's something to play around with. So the lateral raise variations I've been doing a cable lateral raise, a regular standing lateral raise, and now I'm gonna go in a seated. I'm gonna go seated today, 3 sets, like 12 to 15, just rip it. All right, gonna finish with the arm superset. We'll go cable tricep push down, and then a cable curl, just back and forth. 3 sets, we'll probably do like that 10 to 15 range. 6 just go until failure, all 3 sets. Just freaking blow the arms up, blow them up, come on now. All right, it's a couple hours later. Great body lift, by the way, but I'm doing some abs. So abs have been thrown in like 3 times a week as their own session. One, because I'm just, next couple weeks, I just really want to blitz my abs, give them a ton of volume, make them really pop out, because I'm trying to make like a new workout plan. And I'm kind of curious to see like with the high volume, and I've seen other people do these, like hidden abs, high frequency, high volume, because they recover so quick. And you can get some well-developed abs. Also, I just like ab training. It's fun. It's a second session I do. I like, you know, doing some extra stuff. And I've kind of brought my conditioning down because my main focus is strength, and it was kind of impeding on my strength. And once I brought that down, my squat's been shooting up. So these are some extra stuff I can do. And who doesn't want some big ass abs? You know, ever since I was a kid, that was like the most #1 aesthetic goal, was always just have a nice 6-pack. So doing a toes to bar with hanging. So I used to do it with the back support with the bar, but these last couple sessions I've been doing without it. I kind of like it, a little different variation. So I just did the first 3 sets of 12. This last set, it's gonna be a little rest pause. So we'll go 12 reps, or essentially until technical failure. Like once I start swinging around a bunch, that's technical failure. So maybe it's between that 10 to 12, and then I jump off, rest 20 seconds, shake it out, jump back up, try to get as many extra reps, and I do that until I get 20. So I did this on Tuesday. Yes, today's Thursday, Tuesday, and I did 12, rested 4, and then 4. So they're fun to do. They're deadly, you can just blow up your abs with it. So yeah, we'll get into these. Technical failure, felt like I was swinging, so a good 20 seconds. We're like 15, 20 seconds, a little rest pause. Let's go 15. So I was 11 right there. Got 9 more to hit. 20 is your goal. Ooh, 3 more. Again, I'm doing technical failure, so like, if I would have done that one, I would have done a ton of swinging. So I'd rather get a quality rep in, so drop down. We'll go 20 seconds here. Might take more than 2. We're 14. empty. Lost here. All right, second move I'm doing, 2 sets deep. It was pretty tough. I'm doing like a dragonfly or a modified candlestick, I guess, because technically I can't do a full dragonfly. You know what I'm talking about from Rocky, where it's that full come down, keeping everything straight. All those gymnasts can do it. But I'm kind of doing a modified version where it's like I'm controlling it nice and straight on the way down and then assisting on the way up. So controlling, assisting. So it's kind of a scaled back version. Doing like 3 sets of 10. So just holding on the ground, hold on to something. We'll go over here. These are awesome. These are killing my abs. I was trying to think of a good ab exercise. Usually I do an incline crunch, but the bench I have, you can't really do it on there. So I was like, oh shit, I saw this the other day. I've done them before in the past. I haven't done them in like a year, but 2 sets in there whooped my ass. So great movement. So all right, we'll go set 3 here. So kind of come down here, hold on to like something where you can really get a good anchor for support. And then here, gotta tuck the knees and bring the legs up. Nice straight line. Fighting, 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 fighting. Oh, come back up. Really pushing, trying to keep it straight line. Up. Ooh. All right, 3 by 10 there. Those got naughty. All right, third movement, we'll go ABYL here. So I showed in the last video, but kind of the setup I used, and this I got from Corey Gregory, who honestly, probably has the best abs. You know what I mean? I guess he got great abs. And he's a big, that's kind of where I got it from. I was looking more at his stuff. I used to watch a lot of stuff when I was younger, and I've kind of gone back to it. And he has this like ab program where it's like AM, PM abs, where you hit abs every day and do a bunch of volume. He loves ab rules, he loves hanging toes to bar, so I'm not doing it every day, but it is definitely, a lot of people have done it where you do a lot of ab volume and just build some huge abs, and that's the best. So his setup though with these, and what's really helps, you don't have like a lot of pressure in your low back, really coming up here. Almost if you've done a cat cow before, if you're doing a cat cow where you go cat, cow here, you want a nice arch back, and this is gonna let you, as you roll out, to like kind of coil out and not have your lower back. So nice arch back here, keeping the tension here, dude. You don't have to come all the way back. Stop like right here where you're keeping that constant tension. So arch back, squeeze the glutes, nice and straight, and then stop right there. Keep that tension and control. All right, abs complete. So just do those 4 sets hanging knee raises, and then those modified dragonflies, and then some ab rollouts. So again, hitting abs a little more higher frequency, just to see what happens, you know? Why not? Training's fun. Building some blocky ass abs is fun too. Also nostalgic being back in the old home gym. So we've actually had this rack, as I mentioned, since 2007. When I first started lifting, actually the first summer I started lifting, I lifted on this rack. And then actually I went to this gym, we had a membership down for about all of high school, the 4 years, and then I actually returned to this rack. It used to actually be directly upstairs in our playroom. And then when I was in college, when I came back for that summer, I actually brought it down here, and then all of college. And then 2 years after, I trained in here when I was on winter break, summer break, and then for the 2 years I lived here after. So it served me well. I used to have a bunch more bumper plates. I sold them though, but it shows you don't need a whole bunch. And sometimes I need to remind myself. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to use all this equipment. No, you got a barbell, you got some free weights, you can make shit happen. So look how rusted it is. It's just gritty, you know, that's what we love. So it's good being back home, back in the garage, getting after it. But appreciate everyone watching the video. As always, hope everyone had a great Christmas. Enjoy the New Year's. See you in the next one.